よく見る材料の中にも意外な風味が隠れていることがあるのよ。味覚と嗅覚、思考を十分に鍛えて初めてそれを見出せるの。オーケストラの新作アルバム出てないかしら。料理するときは音楽をいろいろと変えてみるの。インスピレーションが湧いてバリエーション豊かな料理が作れるから。ストはっ日差しは
止める勇気はあるか。
ほーん、なかなかの環境ね。水辺で食事をするって雰囲気は。食材も揃っているわね。こんにちは、エスカフィエ。あらよ、スピナディロース。それを言うなら旅人に各段階の
これこそがエスコフィエの料理なら。だってパイモン考えてみ。
でもメニューを全部公開し、とあるグルメブランドの顧問のということで、あなたには定期的にどんなテーマメニューを出すのか手を出して。温かい活力に満ちた手ね。剣の塚が触れてきた場所には豆ができるものだけど、剣、そうね。今回のテーマは力にしましょう。あなたがもたらしてくれた力というアイデアがどんな料理を生み出すかこのスペアリブのローストはソースの味付けを改良したの。オリジナルのミントエキスの後味が爽やかですっきりするから、思いっきり遊んだ後におすすめよ。でもお客さんよりスタッフ向きのメニューね。スタッフ AA ランドはあなたたちは美味しいものを食べれば士気も上がって。
なるほど。作業員たちの効率がだいぶ上がって8時間分の仕事を5時間で終わらせてくれてた。
それじゃあ早速冷めないうちにスタッフを呼んできてちょうだい。副菜やデザートも用意しておくわ。おお、さすがエスカフィエだな。テーマメニューもきっとすごい効果を発揮できると思うぞ。テーマメニューのおかげでスタッフのみんなも元気いっぱいだな。
スタッフも元気になったことだし、これを機にカラフルアドベンチャーをもっと良くしましょう。
ブースを改良したら。
そうよ。うち目標そのと。よし、準備万端。
でも確かにいつの間にか。
別に大したことは教えてない。長期的な戦いって。でも複雑なことも細かく分けて一つずつこなしていけば、たとえ添付の際がなくたってできるはずなのよ。
おお、成長したことを実感できればモチベーション。それじゃナビアと一緒にシュバルマラン AA ランドをもっと
するぞ。止める勇気はあるか。やっ加速するぞ。 止める勇気はあるか。 習はほん
まい。
マジかよ兄弟。
俺の真似してる場合かよ。
いや、友達を見かけたからつい。
オラルン、イフ
おなあ、いやキーにち
情報が早いな。
なんせ
からかわないでくれ。俺が
でも
イファ、いろんなところを旅するから
ごもっともだ。さて本題に戻ろ
ァ。なんでフォンテーヌに来てるかって話だろ。
野菜のためだ。
う。な
僕から話そう。シュバル
シュバルマラン。
ああ、また間違えた。シュバルマラン姉さん、ごめん。とにかくそこのレストランからナタさんの野菜を至急調達したいと依頼を受け。
なるほど、野菜の配達。
俺は付き添いでな。こいつナタを離れるの初めてだろ。部族のじいちゃんばあちゃんたちが心配してついてこさせたんだ。
君だって初めて。
オロルンよりは
つい最近まで働き詰めだった君を。
おっと、いくつだ。
いいことじゃないか。
もちろんいいじゃ改めて自己紹介を。
あいつがここにいたらにぎや。
あいつは一緒じゃないんだ。
大丈夫だイファ、君はもう大人だ。
心配なのはそこじゃない。まあいい。とにかく核が大変なことになっちまったんだ。
あいつあんなにちっちゃくて言葉もろく。
もしかして飛行物の法律か。
おう、あんたも同じ問題に。
ああ、アハウがな。
ああ、珍しく口を挟んでこないと思ったら。
それもあるが
容赦ないな。俺も核服を縛り付けておけばよかったんだが。
マジかよ兄弟。
居場所がわかる分そっちの方が警察隊に追われてこの建物に飛び込んでしまったんだ。今頃刑事物の永遠に出てくるようなスリリングな追いかけっこを繰り広げているかもしれない。
建物ってこれか。
ああ、一番高い建物を選ぶなんてさすが架空区だ。僕も飛べることは飛べるが窓を一つずつ確認するには時間がかかる。イファは竜の仲間がいないと高く飛べないんだ。すまない。
俺のせいじゃないだろ。なんで謝るんだ。
っていうか高く飛べるかどうか別に関係ないだろ。狩人に追い込まれた中を。
架空区は素晴らしい竜だ。きっとうまく逃げおせるに違いない。
おいおい兄弟。
もちろん。
まあそれより中に入っ。
あ
いいのか。
もし架空区が
なんでお前が
じゃあ君が決めてくれ兄弟。
分かった。
もし架空区が
いつも通りだね。
何の音かな。
ヌビレット様の執務室から何やら不穏な。
ナタから来たってこいつが言ったのか？
いや、言葉自体はわかるが、どうも意味が。
おいおい。
そのセリフもう何回も聞かされたよ。
ん？知り合いか？
おう、知人。
すぐに主が見つか、おかげで落とし物の書類が1枚。ところで旅人、こっちの話は済んだし。
いや、リオセセリ殿の私の記憶が正しければ、あの件について何か。
さすが最高審判官。
キーニチ、ヌビレットと知り合い
お互いそちらは。
こちらはリオセセリ殿、メロピレ要塞フォンテーヌの監獄の責任者だ。事件に関する内容なら聞かれても問題ない。
よろしく。ほう。けど架空区はこの。
ふむ。決して口外はしないと言っているようだ。ただし後ほど秘密保持契約を。では話を聞こう、キーニチ殿。
分かった。
おお、レピーヌ・ポーリーンが書いたのとそっくりだぞ。あいつ本当に。
この銃がこの前の密輸事件でフォンテーヌに渡ってきたものだとすれば。
その通り。
分かった、キーニチ殿。迅速な対応に感謝する。まずは収監された犯人を。リオセスリ殿、
囚人の尋問許可書に署名しとく。
よろしく頼む。
今日がパレメルモニアからも。
フォンテーヌにはもう数日滞在する予定だ。調査に進展があったら。
オイラたちレピーヌ・ポーリーンのイベントを手伝う。
ああ、助かる。残る問題は。
こいつのセリフには驚かす。一体誰から教わったんだ？ほう、なるほどな。
架空区君についてだが、規定に基づきまずは飛行物体に当たるかどうか判断す。また先ほど話した通り、ただ
それまで架空区には。
礼を言う。おかげで手間が省けた。
じゃあ俺たちは。
もうすぐ世界のいろんなところで。
どれだけ時を経て。人間も同じだろう。君が調査に。
これも何かの縁だ。世界一の通訳もい。
あいつ無事か？ひどい目に遭ってなかったか？マジかよ。架空区を連れて戻らなかったそう落ち込まないでくれ、イファ。子供は成長するものだし。おいおい兄弟、マジで言ってんのか？
ちょっと待てよ。架空区は怪我一つないし、むしろ元気いっぱい。
逮捕されたわけじゃないから牢に入れられることもない。
ほらな。いや、余計不安になっ。
で、悪い知らせはまあ悪いってほどでもないけど、架空区は機密情報に触れたから 秘密保持の書類にさ。でも心配いらないぞ。カクークと一緒にいる奴らはすごく優しい。
ふう、確かに悪い知らせとは言えないな。安心したぜ。
カクークが戻ってくる頃には飛行物の禁止期間も終わってるはずだ。
あいつには悪いが先に観光するしか。
全然悪いと思ってなさそうな。
とにかく世話になったな。俺たちはホテルドゥボールに泊まってるから、何かあれば来てくれ。
これでカクークの件も一。あれってナビアじゃないか。久しぶりだな。はい。
Get lost, Monica! I don't want to see you back here until you're ready to win. I'm sorry, did you hear me?
No, I'll do better, I promise.
Why is she so aggressive? She won't even listen to what the poor girl has to say.
Wait!
Huh? Who do you think you are telling me? So, you're bringing backup now. Suit yourself!
Savannah, is this how you always treat your staff?
My staff is right. I'm
Of course. How you run your kitchen.
overworked. I've said it before and I'll say it again. If for
But Philmont can do the job.
Monica, back!
Huh?
Just do as you're told!
Wow, what a hook.
Sorry. Looks like I've dragged you into some drama again. Her name is Savannah. She's the new... Ever since she took the job, one guy was so overworked, he...
I'm sorry. It's all my fault.
At his family's request, the Spina di Rosula is trying to mediate on his behalf. Savannah is adamant that Vermont's exhaustion and illness have nothing to do with her or how she's been running her kitchen. She's refusing to have any kind of meaningful dialogue with us. Our next thought was to talk to the other chefs at the restaurant and get a better idea of their working conditions. But with Savannah watching them like a hawk, no one has been willing to open up, and that's why I'm...
Oh, shoot. It all makes sense now. Sorry.
Oh, no, not at all, Paimon. And besides, I don't really think I'm built for espionage. Yeah, meaning it's gonna be all the more difficult to get the
Paimon will join you. 'Cause this is kinda all Paimon's fault.
Guys, it's fine. You don't need to worry about it. That said, if you were planning to visit a really famous chef...
Sorry to interrupt. This is a small token from us.
Monica's the one apologizing? Huh. Clearly
Our head chef has been
All right. Since there's...
Thank you for understanding.
A little highly strung, huh?
Paimon doesn't get it. How did someone like her?
Well, according to Fermat's family, she hasn't...
Oh, Paimon total. Huh? Hold on, there's something written on the rock. Find Escoffier.
Escoffier? Could this mean...
Huh? Paimon doesn't see Monica and Savannah anywhere. Guess they went back to the kitchen? So, who is this Escoffier anyway?
Well, for starters, she recreated the legendary Gâteau de... Safe to say...
Gâteau de Bourg. That's the super exclusive cake that they only sell a few...
Well, apparently, but none of the chefs had any idea...
The Fortress of Mirabede?
Well, Escoffier didn't have to stay in the fort...
So that's what happened.
Even though Escoffier is no longer head chef at the hotel, she's still well respected by the staff. So, I'm guessing what Monica wants is for us to convince Escoffier to...
Oh, Paimon gets it! Monica wants us... It's simple. If the new head chef is stressing...
What?
You thought cream of mushroom soup was ready to serve. You'd have had more sense serving hot water with ice. At least then you wouldn't have wasted all this perfectly good cream and mushroom. What do you...
I'm sorry, Cream. I'm sorry, Mushroom.
As you can see, Escoffier is that kind of chef as well.
You have to leave it on the heat for long enough to allow those...
Yes, Chef.
Then go back and do it again. The customers are still waiting. Remember...
Yes, Chef.
Excuse us,
Waiting to be served? Sorry, we're pretty busy. I'm afraid you have to join the...
Oh, no, we're not here to eat.
So you're not paying customers. Then I'm afraid the wait will be even longer.
It's hard to talk to Escoffier when she's in the zone. Let's take a seat. We can get...
Looks like the rush hour is finally over. Is it?
These days, yes. I'd say business has tripled since Escoffier joined as Well, in her work...
Wait. Take these home with you. We can't serve them...
Oh.
For what? Like I said...
Firmont.
He's the chef that he decided to pick up some work to help pay the bills. Escoffier knows their situation, so she's been making some extra food every day for him to take home.
Hey, I heard that, Navia! I've told you before. No one's making extra food. Hilaire's making
Yeah. Failed dishes that just so happen to be nutritionally complete.
So you two must be the world-famous traveler and his companion. Hi.
Oh, so you know us already.
I certainly am. The Spina's headquarters are... But I don't work for the Hotel de Bourg anymore. And being Besides, I'm the one who persuaded Savannah to take...
What?
Well, She was a much gentler person back then. A little timid.
That's hard to...
Honestly, I do wonder if she's just emulating me. I mean, I'm not the most pleasant head chef to be around either. Anyway, suffice to say, Fiamar and the others probably think that Savannah gets it.
I wouldn't be so sure about that, Escoffier. Look at the...
She mentioned me.
Whatever shortcomings you feel you have, it looks like Monica still trusts you. As for...
Monica.
Plus, it's not like we're asking you to storm in there and raise hell.
Oh, Monica. Oh, Monica.
Escoffier?
I can't believe her. Powdered sugar is supposed to be applied sparingly. Unbelievable. I won't stand for this. She
Wait, so now she's,
Let's go catch up to her. We don't want to keep her waiting.
Wait, she looks like... Is that Escoffier?
Escoffier's back? Yes, I've missed her cooking. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh,
But...
what the heck?
Get up, Monica! If you want forgiveness, then do what any self-respecting chef would do.
Savannah said that I'm not allowed back in the kitchen.
that's some backwards logic?
We apologize for interrupting your meal, sir.
It's fine. With my...
Oh, well, it's because...
Gosh, that's pretty strict. Has she always been that way?
I mean, we all knew that it came, but these days, whenever we make a mistake, and it's only gotten worse since word got out that Chef...
Monica, you don't need to call me chef.
Yeah, but through no fault of your own, that banquet was...
Lumaline? What's that?
A new drug from the Fontaine Research Institute.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about that. They found out you can use it as a flavor enhancer since it stimulates the...
They also found that overuse can have mood-altering effects. Unfortunately,
Everyone knows that in all, but you took all the blame. We all... And now look at you.
what are you trying to say? Sure, the spin...
Oh, the Flav Sandra, you say.
Monica, I'm very happy with my current job. And there's no changing the past. We just have to... Besides, at the end of the day, I was the head chef.
If only Savannah was half the boss you were.
I'm sorry? Do you have a problem with my conduct as... So, you do remember... Escoffier?
What happened to you, Savannah?
You made me the head You're not the boss.
Whoa.
Oh, Savannah! My God, have you grown a temper since I last saw you? Have you put even half the amount of energy...
Ho ho! I was not expecting to see...
Huh? Fanasium?
Aye, miladies. Might I make a humble
The traditional way?
That's right! I'm talking of course.
According to legend, the founders of Hotel... The cooking contest would decide...
Ah, well, it might sound that way to us. And indeed.
Reintroduction? Someone brought...
What say you, Escoffier?
Sure,
Exhibition. If we're going to battle it out, let's put it all on the line.
I don't want anything to happen to you.
But if you lose...
What? The coat...
Only the legendary handbook written by the original head chef Modeste. It contains... It's the greatest treasure in Fontaine's culinary world.
Present and former.
What do you want that old thing for? You
Don't take me for a fool. You know perfectly well what I mean. I want your copy, the original version, the one you
I'm sorry, I must be missing something. You know, there's no difference between the original and the copyright. They contain the—
Stop trying to change the topic. What's wrong, Escoffier? Scared you're gonna lose to me?
Savannah.
Oh, I'm sure it won't be an issue, as long as both sides agree to the terms. Those were your words, weren't they? And as for the contest itself, let's make it a bake-off. Gâteau de Bourg, per the recipe in the codex. Well, Escoffier, you...
You sound surprisingly— Alright then, let's see how much you— I hope you surprise—
Believe me, I'll...
Escoffier, are you sure this is a good idea? You accepted her terms a little hastily.
Oh, it'll be fine. Let's head back to the Fleuve Cendres so I can get prepping. Well, I got a sense that she's—
Holding back?
Escoffier only picked up on it because she's the...
That's patently—
Okay.
Oh, that? Well, back in the day, for instance, so rare was the Modeste and Savelli, especially Modeste. He was hailed as a once-in-a-generation genius. And over time, the recipes from his adventure—
Paimon's heard this kind of story.
What? No, of course not. Anyway, never mind centuries. And that was it. Even then, it still took new—
Oh!
Yes, well, that's fiction.
Case in point. Even the gâteau...
Wait, really?
It did, but like I said, it's the dusty old book. So, reimagine it. As for why we gave it the same name and kept the tradition of only selling 16—
Oh!
Hey now, it might just think.
Anyway, before I left—
Could it be...
Well, it was maybe from her point of view.
You think so?
What? Huh. Guess she's...
Who knows? It means vesting her in this however much she's changed since we worked together.
Well, I'm confident that you and your...
Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Gâteau de Bourg is very complicated to— Now, if I had to push—
Well, that's easy.
Well, I have heard the Traveler is an accomplished cook, as well.
Oh, count me in too. I've spent weeks perfecting my macarons after your scathing review. Even if it means competing against the Traveler.
Confident.
I've always called it chopping stuff up, not mise en place. But it's basically the same thing, right?
Oh, Navia. The difference in your case is that mise en place is chopping stuff up without... Looks like you found that easier than I expected.
Yeah, thankfully it was pretty straightforward in the end. You made it sound like we'd be carving statues out of fruits or something.
Well, brace yourself, because the next step is anything but straight. A kind of special food processor I got the Fontaine Research Institute to make for me. It uses cold temp, but this isn't exactly standard kitchen equipment. So that probably...
Custom-made equipment from the Fontaine Research Institute, huh? That's some pretty high-tech food prep. Paimon's never used anything this weird before. Cool! Not weird.
And done. These are the flavor compounds extracted from a...
Wow! Even The smell is so much more concentrated.
Absolutely not! Throwing every. I'll demonstrate again. Now, watch close.
I guess I'm finally on the right path.
Slowly and carefully. And voila! Now it's your turn. But the Traveler's work was surprisingly good. Are you sure you've never done this before? You got almost perfect results on your first try. That goes without saying. Still, credit where credit's due. You did alright. Now for the part I've been looking forward to. I want each of you to cook. That's right. How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? I know this doesn't represent what you're capable of. Try again, and this time, I want to see you. How's it going? Look at that! With the grace of a...
Pretty good, right? Not to brag or anything.
6 points.
What? Oh.
That's 6 out of 100.
What?
You say you're a connoisseur, but it's quite clear from this dish that you have far more experience consuming. By that logic, I suppose you think listening to Lady Farina on
Me next, me next! I'll have you know that this batch of macarons has 2 whole tablespoons less sugar than my previous ones.
So you went from 12 tablespoons to 10? Well, it's nice to know you actually measured it out. Because it tastes like you just threw in whatever was left in the jar. 6 points.
Aww.
Now to the final dish.
So, what do you think?
This is our last hope.
8 points.
Darn! That's barely higher than what we got.
Not exactly. The color is spot on. Beautiful aroma. Excellent presentation. I have to give this one 8 points out of 10.
Huh? How did you pull that off?
Don't get me wrong. There's room for improvement. But still, this is clearly the work of an accomplished chef. I can tell that you've put many hours of work into honing your skills in the kitchen. I can really taste the grace of the snow-winged goose in this dish. The traveler's journey, with all its trials, tribulations, and setbacks. Not to mention...
Hey, you made that last part up! Nope!
Well, it looks like I lost fair and square. I guess you'll be taking the Traveler as one of your assistants then?
But if it takes 3 chefs, that still leaves 1 slot remaining. Maybe Paimon and Navia should keep practicing and...
Chef Escoffier!
Oh, it's Hilaire! What brings you here?
I heard the news about the cooking contest. You're doing Gâteau de Bourg, right? I was...
And you think you're up to the task, do you?
Oh, no, I know I'm not there yet. It's actually my dad who wanted to help.
Firma, last I heard, you could barely get out of bed.
Chef Escoffier, Navia, Traveler, thank you all so much for everything you're doing for me and my family. I've had enough of sitting around at home while you run yourselves ragged. If you let me, I'd like to help you win this cooking contest.
Yeah,
Don't you worry. The fact is, I'm a fine chef, despite recent events. I've proven myself in the Hotel de Bourg kitchen.
Firma, have you even set foot in a kitchen?
I have not, but I'm... Huh? That's strange. Why are my hands shaking?
What do you call this, Firma?
I...
Do it again! 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 Hopeless. Get out of my kitchen yesterday.
Dad, what's wrong?
I don't understand. I was feeling so much better, and then Will I...
Dad, talk to me. What happened?
I think the real issue here is not physical exhaustion, but psychological trauma.
Monica, when did you get here?
Probably because you were all constant. But anyway, Firma, I'm so sorry.
You have nothing to apologize for, Monica. During those long nights of
Oh, come on. All I did was...
She sounds like the worst.
She's been getting harsher and harsher on us ever since she heard about Escoffier's new role in the Fleuve Cendre. Seems like...
What is this? It looks like a dope...
Then she orders us to redo the dish again and again, but we never know what's going to make her happy.
Do it again! Do it again! Do it again!
Every time you remake it, you just...
Either straighten yourself out, or get...
So now, it seems like just picking up a kitchen utensil gives me flashbacks of her yelling at me.
Oh man, that must be all.
The more I want to get it perfect, the more my hands shake, and the more scared I am of making another mistake.
How can you give up so easily, Firma? You weren't acquitted when you were working for me, and even under Savannah, you talk about working late into the night trying to perfect your dishes. That says to me that you...
I don't know what's come over me. When I think back, I just remember feeling like my heart and my hands were growing heavier and heavier as the shift went on. Each time I had to read... Maybe Savannah was right. Maybe I am just hopeless at this.
Dad...
I see. I will win this contest, and after that, I encourage you to...
But, what...
Even if I had to go it alone...
Oh, well, Paimon and Navia...
And so will I!
Yeah! And if worse comes to worse, we can always get the spina...
Actually, I thought maybe I could help. That's sort of...
What? Why didn't you say so?
I was going to, but then...
You do this for us? Thank you so much.
Alright, fine by me. But aren't you still working for Savannah? Joining the other side...
I know, but it's alright. I've made up my mind. With the way things are, I can't keep working for Savannah much longer. I'm done with sucking it up. It's time to try and turn things around. If this cooking contest can get Savannah to see the error of her ways, then—
Well, Hyman didn't think we'd be
Great! Then it's settled. And to congratulate—
Spina sponsored? Wait, you mean I?
Well, I promised the traveler a feast.
Yeah! Feast! Feast! Feast!
Alright, if you insist, then prepare for some of the finest food of your lives. That's not a bad idea, actually. Wait, hold on. You need to finesse that further.
That was a dream come true. Hyman never knew Fontanian cuisine could be this good.